Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hi, welcome. What? Why does my camera? Why does it do that? I don't touch the zoom. I don't touch it. I put my lens on. I don't have auto zoom on, unless it does auto zoom like between things. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. I guess. Happy Monday. I didn't stream on Friday. I was in the fetal position on Friday. Basically. I don't know, what I either got the stomach flu or a food poisoning. I don't know what the difference is. I was telling my my mom that I was like, yeah, I probably got, food poisoning. She's like, are you sure it wasn't the stomach flu? It's going around. I'm like, I don't know. What's the difference? To me, I thought it was the same thing. Apparently there's a difference. And so yeah, I was mostly in the fetal position, so that's why I ended up streaming on Friday. You'll have to excuse me. But we're back down, and I'm no longer in lots of pain, so we get to continue. And I don't know why I said pain. I wasn't in pain. I was extremely tired. I had a fever, basically. Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't throw up. It wasn't that bad. But it still wasn't good. So, yeah. Other than that, today at work was wonderful. I guess don't let my coworkers hear that. Today at work was wonderful. 0 meetings, 0 needing to check on messages. It was just, I get to work and do stuff, and that's it. It was fantastic because Today's a holiday in the United States, but I'm now on Canadian holidays. So I was working while everyone else was off. And so I just got to be like, yep. Yeah, I'm just get to work. You know, like and no one gets barred, no meetings, not a single meeting. It's the best. Having zero meetings is the best. I don't know. But I'll be back tomorrow. Anyway, I guess it's time to continue where we left off. In Unreal. So where were we? We were we set up the shop. If I recall correctly, we set up a shop, and I believe successfully, might I add. Because if I have this and I press the button, this we need to adjust still. So we need to add limits to these. Basically, if I reach the limit, then I want the button to disappear. This removes from this one, removes from this one. These two remove from this, and that removes from that. Yes. It's working. My scale's way too much. We won't worry about that. That can be adjusted. Okay. So let's do that. Let's go on over here. Or is it probably here? Oh, right. I left this mess because I was in a rush to finish. Okay, let's do some cleanup first, and then God damn it. I forgot about this mess. Okay, it's fine. Just do a little bit of a cleanup, and everything's gonna be fine. And then I'll probably want to comment these. Yeah. Let's do HP up. Something simple. This is the damage up. Then we have a certain card. Now we start needing to have. Hello, Michael. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. So much cleaner. Push this in. Honestly. Okay. This is card capacity. Two left, and then we have this a little more organized than the mess it's at now, which is going to be good. fine. Okay, so we have Blitzball. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Your ADHD is pumping. You forgot to open the stream. I mean, opening the stream is not that important. Let's be honest. In the grand scheme of things, there are more important things than opening a stream. To be fair, breathing is a tad more important. So if you need to remember to breathe and you forgot to open the stream because of it, I mean that's okay. That makes sense. Just remember to breathe in and breathe out. Just think about it. Think about breathing in and think about breathing out. Are you manually breathing yet? It's my job, okay? I mean, you're late to your job. Am I supposed to reprimand you then? If you're late to your job? Do I have to punish you? It's a little chilled as you let your pooch out. It's negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty chilly. That's indeed pretty chilly. What's that I hear? I think it's getting to like 38, 30, like, not 38, 28. I think on the lowest I saw. Yeah, around 28, 29 is the low end here. So usually it's like still mid to high 30s where I am. Surprisingly though, no rain. So far, it's great. It's awesome. I love it. Then you set your blink to manual as well. Are you aware every time you blink now? No. Why would I be aware every time I blink? Unlike you, it's a natural thing. And maybe unlike you, my eyes are tired already, so I'm already like... Hey, Kale, welcome in. How's it going? We're doing well. Game's coming along. We're working negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, you guys are in the cold zones. Rough Monday? No, Monday's been great. Yeah, I went over like Monday, my day today, and I went over. I don't even know why it went in here. I was just organizing. I went over Monday and Friday earlier in the stream. You missed it because you didn't open the stream guts. So I'm sorry. You'll have to rewind to get caught up. So yeah, this is the game now. You forgot, Sag. You should hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And then you should use your Twitch Prime and then follow and... Wait, does Twitch have a notification bell as well? I actually don't know. We should press it if it's there. And then you should join the Discord and then turn on notification. Make sure all your notifications are on for streams, and then you'll get notified 3 times whenever I go live. Because we all know that is the reason you just need to get notified 3 times. I just realized I don't have a deck right now, so I'm just gonna get health options, aren't I? Oh no, I have a deck. Airblade. Wait, oh, there's your Airblade. Range attacks. Anyway, that's what we got so far. I was wondering. You know, so we're working on the in dungeon shop combined with item drops. I'll do that later. Combined with meta progression shop. So right now we're working with the actual progression shop. So we have we're gonna have 4 currencies that you can get in the level, and then certain currency will upgrade certain things. It'll show you which currency it is and how much it is, what it unlocks. This is where the picture is, and your current upgrade of that. 26 Celsius where you are, and well, okay, well you're in the southern hemisphere, so while we're all experiencing winter, you're experiencing summer. So give me the TLDR since I am a big fan. Am I a big fan of you? Is that what you're implying? I should give you the TLDR because I'm a big fan of you? You showed up late. You want me to reward you? Here's a pen. Oh wait, it's gone. Magic trick. Pen? No pen. Pen? No pen. Can you do a magic trick like this? I can make it disappear. You're a big fan of TLDRs? That's just called being lazy. Although, I'll be honest, in my latest video, there were a few people that posted like multi-paragraph essays in replies in the comments. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I skimmed it. I'm like, I got the general idea. I'm like, I don't have time to read essays by everyone. The general consensus was there are more optimized performance ways of doing the thing I was showing, which wasn't even the point of the video. It was just to show people that this is a thing, and so they're aware of it. Do with that information what you will. People are like, no. There are better ways to do this. There are better ways to do this. Why don't you do the better way? Which is funny, Kale, that you're here, because that happened even when I was doing Minecraft. I remember that. I built some kind of farm, and they're like, why didn't you build the better farm? There's a better farm, you know? Why don't you build the better farm? Your farm has like a fifth of the rate. Build the better farm. Oh, what farm is that? Oh, why didn't you build the other? No matter where it is or how it happens, everyone will always ask you, why aren't you doing the more efficient thing? No matter what it is and what the purpose of it is. Just ignore it all now. See, I reply to every single comment, Kale. Every single comment. And I know eventually I will not reply to every single comment. But for now, I reply to every single comment. So my latest comment section is always empty. And And I know eventually I won't, but I don't know if it's OCD or what, but it's a little bit of OCD. I'm like that with my email as well. I can't leave things unread. In my phone, like right now, I have a unread email. What is this? Okay, I see I got two new comments, but right now I saw the comment. I can't even see my phone. I saw that my phone had 2 emails saying new comments. Cool. I deleted the email. Can't have it unread. I can't have it unread. There are 2 kinds of people in the world. People like me, and people that have thousands of unread emails, and there's nothing in between. You have no unread emails, or you have thousands of unread emails. And I just happen to be the one guy who, you know, like it's like Discord notifications. I mute every single damn channel. The only things I get like notifications for are messages within my own Discord and DMs. Nothing else gets to me. You got the bait. Do this farm. It's more efficient. Took me twice as much time to build. Gave you 3 times more resources than I needed. Oh. That reminds me of my Guardian farm. The Guardian farm that took me months to do. That I ran for 10 minutes and got me all the things I would ever need. Because the drop rate was so damn high. My single player 3 million drops per hour Guardian farm. Why did I make it? Because I thought it would be silly. No other reason. It wasn't because I needed it. I thought it would be silly and funny, and so I did it. That's it. You have over 11,000 unread? Yeah, like I said. Thousands. Sounds about right. Okay, we need a thing here. We need a new function that just says hide button or disable button. We also need a max unlocks. Expose that. Let's say max unlocks default is like 10. I know what disable button's gonna do. I know it's crazy. It's gonna take my button and make it go away. I know, crazy. But that's all that's needed. Now, I just want to check something. If I change it to collapse, it won't move, right? No. Well, at least it doesn't move here. We'll find out if it moves somewhere else. We also need... Okay. So then... what we need to do is... initialize. I need to check if the current upgrades. So in here. So it does all of this. Let's do a sequence. It's better in a sequence. Oh yeah, so the TLDR, which I completely forgot about because I got distracted, was I got food poisoning or stomach flu on Friday. I was basically in the fetal position, and that's why I didn't stream. I was fine by around noon on Saturday. Apparently, there's a difference between the stomach flu and food poisoning. You know, my mom told me about that. It's a difference today. Doesn't really matter which one it is that I got, but yeah, that's what happened, and that's why I'm like, I gotta take care of something. I'm like, by the take care of something, I'm like, take care of me because I was like, it was rough. Did not sleep well. But yeah, that was that. And today, I was working with nobody, and it was very productive. And honestly, one of the best days of work I've had. Because there's absolutely zero meetings, zero messages, zero emails, pretty much, and it was awesome. I got so much done. Because don't let my coworkers hear that. I wish I had less meetings and less like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? And just be like, here's your job. Do it. And I just do it. And it's great. Sleep a weekend you didn't sleep at all? This weekend you played around 40 hours of PoE. So hold on a second. Hold on. You shit on me for playing so much PoE 1, and now here you are playing so much of PoE 2. The hypocrisy is real. And the irony is me, who played so much of PoE 1, hasn't even touched PoE 2. There's no issues with that. My issue is the fact that I haven't played PoE 2. The issue's with me, not with you. Okay? Just clear that up. My issue is with me. You're just the reason for the issue. That's all. Yes, it is. But that's not the point. So Sunday stream PoE 2? No, so there's still some stuff I need to take care of over the weekend. I need to clean a bit more. Some stuff. So probably not this weekend. Maybe next, the weekend after that, maybe in February. We'll go back to something on Sundays. We'll see. It probably won't be PoE 2 though. There's a few games that I was looking at. This game.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. and Metaphor are on my list games that I want to play. I've heard many great things about both games. Both seem like my kind of games. I say both seem like. I know I'll enjoy Black Myth Wukong. And Metaphor seems like a JRPG type game. I like me a JRPG type game. So I'm sure I'll like it. And both were on it's like a classic JRPG. I haven't played like a proper JRPG like that in so long. I love those games. That was my favorite kind of game growing up. The good old classic JRPGs. I loved Final Fantasy games. They're so good. I started with Final Fantasy VII. Well, actually started. I played Final Fantasy VII, 10, and then 12, 12-2. Wait, 12? No, 10, 10-2. 12 was the... Oh, well, as they're almost over. All the friends. I played Final Fantasy VII. Hold on, let's just look up all the Final Fantasy games. So I played Final Fantasy 3, which is really 6. I have it for the 3DS, but I never beat it. So it doesn't really count. 7 I beat multiple times. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Never played 8 or 9. Because by that point, so I played 7. And then when I beat it, I didn't have many games. So eventually I got 10. Loved 10. Played 10 too. 12 was Bunny Girl, right? Final Fantasy 12. Yeah. Yeah, 12 is freaking on the smallest picture. 12 is sure. This. I never beat it. And I tried like I think 2 or 3 times to beat Final Fantasy 12. It was the first open world Final Fantasy game. By open world, I mean like you see mobs in the world; they don't just spawn like naturally. And I love the gambit system because I didn't have to control like other characters. But it was Star Wars and Final Fantasy, and I don't like Star Wars, so I didn't like this Final Fantasy. That was basically what it was. I'm not a Star Wars guy. I'm sure if I loved like the Star Wars and like that kind of sci-fi stuff, like, I'd be like, cool, yeah, but I don't. That's not why I tried twice, never beat it. 13 I beat. 13-2. I think 13-2 I played as well and beat. Not 13-3. Didn't even touch that with a 10-foot pole. 14 I played quite a bit of. When the Reborn came out, and then I played it sometime after as well. I don't remember which expansion. Up to which expansion. It's been years. I played and beat 15. And I played and beat 16. 15 I beat it, but I was thoroughly disappointed. Because it was just basically a large fetch quest. The game was just go over there and get something or kill something and come back. Good, you did that? Okay, now go over there and come back. Now go over there and come back. Have you done this enough time in this area? Go to the next area. The exact same it was so boring. I can't believe I beat it. 16 was like a roller coaster where you have fun points and very boring points. And in the end, it was just ended up being meh because of it to me. I didn't like the ending personally, but I don't like sad endings in general. I do not understand games. Well, I mean, I understand it. I don't like games having sad endings unless that is like one of the options for an ending, and just based on your choices, you got the sad ending kind of thing. Then whatever. But if that is the like actual ending and just always a sad ending, I don't like it because I'm playing the game to have fun. I don't play the game to feel sad and depressed. So it's why I really didn't like Cyberpunk's ending. I don't want to play a game to feel like shit at the end. That's not why I play the game. I play the game to escape reality and have a good time. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah. Yeah, I played only one Zelda partially. Ocarina of Time. And I used the guide. I don't know where the hell to go. And a guide not to be like, go here and do this. It'll be like, and click this thing and click that thing. More of a guide be like, go here. This is the next thing to go. This is the next thing to go. I got bored. I like loot. And Zelda games don't have loot. When I mean loot, I mean like I want to pick up items with like stats and stuff. I don't care about picking up like the 4 items or 4 abilities that let you solve the puzzles, and that's it. Not for me. So yeah, I guess if it reinitializes, theoretically this is all I needed to do, actually. 9, 10. Oh. Let's change the change the limit here to 5. Your first real console was a PS2? Mine was a Sega Dreamcast. Now, when I originally got the Sega Dreamcast, I got it for like New Year's or Christmas or whatever. I was actually originally really sad because my friend at the time had a PlayStation 1 and he had all these cool games. And what I realized a little bit later is, no, I had all the cool games. Freaking Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, fantastic games. Power Stone, amazing. South Park Chef's Love Shack, one of the best games ever. Yes, that is a game called South Park Chef's Love Shack. If you've never heard of it, it is an amazing game. You can find It was freaking amazing. So it was literally like you could play up to 4 players. It was basically a quiz show. You pick the categories, you pick like what you want to like ask, and you take a guess, and then after every like question round, you have mini games. Parachute drop, bees at the picnic, bad kitty, spank the muddy monkey, and eat this. So like this is Spank the Monkey. And if you've ever watched South Park back then, it is as South Park as it gets. And what is this? This is basically, you know, you got the game where you have to like, you know, match what they press. Like if they press up, right, down, right? You have to press up, right, down, and it gets harder and harder and harder. That's all this is. It's just done with a 4-button monkey, right? And you just get a score. And again, you have questions. Here's Bad Kitty. You're the cat. You have to get to the top. Karma's just throwing balls at you. I mean, like questions here. Damien's favorite mayonnaise, Hellman's, of course, is made primarily from and then you have like options down here, right? Eggs, oil, shortening, vinegar. And then again, this is there's another mini game. We just get car range. It's just picking up, you know, their food, make it through the checkpoints. There's like tons of these. You just have to spam your buttons. It's just a button mashing game. Collect eggs, shoot them in. It was so much fun with friends. But yeah, it's called South Park Chef's Love Shack, and genuinely, it is some of the most fun I had. Yeah. Asses in Space. This is literally called a game, Asses in Space. And what are they? It's just a bunch of peaches. And you have to shoot all the peaches, which are asses. it's just good stuff. So yeah, that was my first console. Sega Dreamcast. And because I had that game, which by the way, I traded someone for this game at the time. I had a boxing game, which I found extremely boring. And I traded for that, and they're like, sucker. And I played it, I was like, best game. Best game. I was like, sucker's that guy. Okay, so it does move. It did move. Okay. So I can't make it collapsed. I have to do hidden. It's like Mario Party but 18 plus. It's not 18 plus though. Like, there's nothing like adult about it. If you're old enough to watch South Park, you're old enough to play the game. ESRB, yeah, it was rated mature. 17 plus, so 17 plus. It's very mature. But I think that's mostly because the show's probably mature. I'm pretty sure I wasn't 17 plus at the time when I played it and watched South Park. I'm pretty sure I was not mature. I was mature, but I wasn't mature. Didn't matter. Excellent. I can't press that anymore. If your PS2 game was GTA San Andreas. Oh man, the only Game Theft Auto game I've ever played was Grand Theft Auto 3. I've told this story a few times. I think I've told the story. My first game was Grand Theft. Well, my first Grand Theft Auto game was Grand Theft Auto 3, and my only Grand Theft Auto game was Grand Theft Auto 3, because I was enjoying the game, but I got a little bored at some point. It was still relatively early on, so I decided to use cheats. Because, you know, games back then, we used to have cheats. Single player games. It was awesome. So I used some cheats. I was having fun. And then I was like, I'm gonna spawn in a tank and go and just destroying all the cars. And I was having a blast. I'm like, cool. I had fun. I destroyed most of the cars. I put it down. I'm like, okay. And sometime later, I went back. I'm like, I want to play some more Grand Theft Auto 3. Cool. So I got out and I did some missions, and a few missions later, I got a new mission that needed me to pick someone up. So to get a car, drive up to their place, and have them come in. Here's the problem though. For whatever reason, in Grand Theft Auto 3, I was still in the first area at the time. There were no cars. I destroyed all the cars. I spent quite some time looking for a car. Okay? I found a car eventually. It was a 2-door. I drive up, and it's like, no, you must have a 4-door car. Okay, I said, screw you. Got out of the car and went and tried to find out. I've managed to find one 4-door car, right, that I did not destroy with a tank. Again, mind you, I don't know why the cars do not respawn back then. Whatever. You could not spawn a car. Hey, Eldro, welcome in. How's it going? You're doing well. In Grand Theft Auto 3, the cheats did not let you spawn a car. It let you spawn a tank, but it couldn't let you spawn a car. I checked that list so many times. So eventually I found a car, 4-door. I drive up to the location. It lets me honk the horn. While I'm waiting for the car, for the person to get out of their apartment or whatever and walk to the car and get in, some guy runs up to my door, opens it, kicks me out of the car, steals my car, and drives off. I put Grand Theft Auto down and have never gone back. The amount of disrespect was too much for me. After that humiliation, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done with Grand Theft Auto. Never again. After a minute goes and destroys all the cars, I'm gonna have done the same, steal one and flee. They're NPCs, they don't need cars. I looked everywhere. I almost gave up, and I found one car, and then it got stolen. I was like, no, I'm done. It's like, that's it. I'll just say I broke my save because basically there's no cars. And yeah, that's how it ended up. I'm gonna do a 1.1 increase every time. Instead of a 1.5 increase by default, we'll do 1.1. Okay, 1.1 is too low. 1.2. So yeah, like I played a little bit of like San Andreas and stuff when like my friends had it, and then I would play like co-op with them and just be like cheats and like, you know, fun stuff like that. Like I never touched Grand Theft Auto again. But man, yeah. Also, my parents got me Grand Theft Auto. A lot of people are like, you should be careful who you give you know, you shouldn't give your Grand Theft Auto a mature game to, like, you know, kids. Parents didn't care. They got me those games. Didn't matter. As you can tell, didn't really beat it anyway. Yay! So now 1, 2, 3, and then this is tier 3. All cards unlocked. Excellent. Cost increase. Double. Cost by default. 25. Actually, 4x. You play at 12 with all your families in the room. You randomly punch a guy wearing white and purple, and he shot you down and killed you. And your mom apparently didn't care. People back then understood games aren't real life. For some reason, I feel like that's not as, you know, set in stone these days. Not everywhere, but some people will still understand. But I feel back then, it's like, yeah. All good. But yeah, Sega Dreamcast had so many good games, though. I had, well, Grand Theft Auto 3 was on the PS2. I had the Sega Dreamcast, then I had PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. So really, I've had all PlayStation minus the first one, which I had a Dreamcast on, which was the best two consoles were the Dreamcast and the PS2. It was the best two. Hands down. I think I still have the Dreamcast at my parents' place. But whether or not it would even work, if I try to plug it in, is debatable. And if I recall correctly, it had like the circle connection stuff to like plug into, so I don't even know if I could even plug it into anything if I wanted to. But if there was a way of getting that connected to the PC and like doing and recording it, I'd totally do it. I'd totally do it. You ever had a Dreamcast, but you once got a birthday present for your uncle packaged in a Dreamcast box? Were you disappointed that it wasn't a Dreamcast? I mean, I feel like that's cruel, unusual punishment. Be like, here's a console. Just kidding. Yeah, little, yeah. You know what was the one of the best things about the Sega Dreamcast, honestly? Were the controllers. So, this was the default controller. This was the default. But there were so many different kinds of controllers for them that, like, in different, like, shapes entirely. This was the narrow one. I had, like, a little bigger one. They were, like, the roundish, like, people just experimenting with different shapes for the controller. All of them were compatible. So I had, like, 4 completely different controllers. And they were all great, except the default one. Default one was kind of shitty. And so, like, people came over, like, people would fight over which controller they wanted and stuff. I'd, of course, take the best one. Because, you know, mine. But the other thing is this, the other best thing about it was the save card. The save card was basically a mini Game Boy. You could put little, like, different games that you played and got. You could put stuff on here. Like, from the game. Like, I played Sonic Adventure 2, and you can collect little guys. And then you can bring them over to the save card and basically take care of them like a Tamagotchi. And this is literally the save disc of the that you plug into the controller. That's where your save games go. It's so good. It was like, the Sega Dreamcast was really ahead of the time. It also was I think the first console that had internet access. Oh man. It's such a shame that, like, they never made a Dreamcast 2. It's I don't think he meant any harm, but he just had the, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I doubt he was trying to make, yeah, screw that Kale. All control is so wild, nothing tops the Audi's the N60. Yeah, that one was weird. I know yeah, I never had a Nintendo console. Well, that's actually wrong. I got a Nintendo Wii when Wii came out. I had to fight hard to get it. I bought it for myself because I had money at the time. I had a job, and my mom was like, "But I wanted to get it to you for, like, New Year's." Along with my stepdad, like, she wanted to get the console for us. So I'm like, fine. I sold the Wii, which was really hard to get at the time. And I was a nice guy. I didn't sell it for, like, extra. I just sold it at, like, at value that I bought it at. So I sold it. And eventually she got the Wii, but it wasn't my Wii anymore. It was our Wii. So I used it for a while, but eventually he just took it and then did stuff with it, and I no longer had a Wii. Should have kept my original.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Should have kept the original. Okay, well, meta progression, you got scan outside? Yeah, I did. In a sense, I did. Um. What? So I think the next thing we need to do is work on the actual spawning of the items that are for all of this. I'm still not 100% on what we decided on for it though. Like how we get it. Which is this. I still don't know if that's the best way of doing it. So our current method of spawning these currencies, right? Not current method, sorry. The method that we were going to implement was you get an item. Based on the item you choose at the beginning of the run, you will get A, B, C, or D. And then there's a percent chance of it spawning at certain locations. And then if you pick up, let's say, 3 of them, then you don't have to, you can pick up any 3 of them and all others would disappear, right? That means you always get, like, let's say 3 per level. So you don't have to be like, what's it called? You don't have to go looking, but I just realized something. There's a problem here that we need to figure out. So let's say you spawn in a room with another room next to it. Let's say the spawned item can happen here. You go over here, you check this spot, it's here, you grab it, and then you get yourself killed. And you go back here, you check this spot, check the spot, check the spot. I can see that being a thing. Because if this takes, let's say, even like 2 minutes, if this takes 2 minutes to do this, then, and it takes 15 minutes to clear the level, to get 3, that means, right, then you get 1 every 5 minutes versus potentially 1 every 2 minutes. You lose the item if you die. Yeah, that's the thing that originally I wasn't going to have you lose it, but now I can't have it that you don't lose it though. Or that you lose it. Because the point of these items is to upgrade your progression. So even if you don't make it very far in and you don't kill the boss, you still get your progress. So you can still upgrade your stuff and, get better and make it easier to get to the boss and clear it. So I can't make it that the boss is what drops it. So what penalties does the player have for dying? Well, dying just stops the run. These items are for to upgrade yourself between runs. So there's no penalty for dying at the current moment because there's nothing outside of the run that would matter. This matters outside of the run. So maybe we need a better system. So what we can also do is give elites a percent chance to drop one of the items. Can you explain quickly the current one? So the system that I was going to do? Yeah, it's this one. Which is somewhere per floor, there are going to be locations where this item will spawn. You can go ahead and pick it up. When you've picked up 3 of them, the rest of them just disappear, so you don't get infinite amounts of them, depending on your chances. You'll get 3 of them. You just pick them up from wherever. And then you go to the next floor, and then there's more of them now for the next floor. So the things that I have not been happy about is I don't want to choose which one I'm getting, right, on one hand. So I could make the 3 items upgrade the thing. For the other runs is the mana progression. Wait, what? 3 items upgrade the thing for the. No, you can get 3 of the currency. 3 currency of whatever you choose per level, for example. So maybe the upgrade's gonna cost you 10 for the first time. And so if you cleared 3 floors, or you cleared the first floor 3 times, if you don't clear the boss, then... Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I do. When you enter the boss room, then it saves what you got. And if you don't enter the boss room, it doesn't save that information. In which case, this won't be a problem because it doesn't matter. It will never save this. It'll save it once you've killed enough to enter the portal to go kill the boss. Here. This is the skull. The teeth are here. Why did I put a smiley face here? That's the nose. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. And then if you make it to the boss, because right, the highest chance of you dying on any level is at a boss. So look, I think if yours looks like that, that's not something you want to admit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you. and your loved ones. If that's, I mean, look, I guess, you know, sizes and everything. I get it. Funny how explaining to you gave you the idea. Well, I explained it to you like 3 or 4 times, Guts. You say that like, oh yeah, the one time I explained it to you, I immediately found a solution. I explained it multiple times. And there'll be more because you'll forget. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Look, I'm a very forgetful person as well. Back in your... What do you mean back in your days? You're younger than me. You can't say back in my days when you're younger than the person you're talking to. You get started for 20 minutes and I chased the whole game? Yeah. Keep up. Keep up. Okay. So here's the other thing that we need to figure out that we need to do maybe before that. Okay. We need UI stuff. What do I mean by UI stuff? Well, basically, right now, oh no, not UI. We were just doing UI. You're fine. Look, this was UI, okay? This was UI. We did this, and we made it through it. Back in my day, you used to hate Blueprint. Oh, that means you love it now. I'm glad. I'm glad. So we're going to need to introduce bring back blueprints. You can at least make C++ jokes. What do you mean? UI is made of blueprints too. So what we need is we have an active item. So we need an active item slot. We also need a meta pickup item slot. And then it'd be nice to have like a potion slot. So really we have 3 things. Now, okay, do we do something like this? Good old classic. Or do we do yeah, that doesn't, yeah, something like that. Obviously size is not set in stone. Something like this against the wall. This gives us 4. We currently only need 3. I could not have this, but then that's weird. I don't know what I have here. Active item, potion. Oh, we could do dash. Dash? We could do dash. You have a potion, a dash. The item you have for... Do you even need an to display this? Is there any other information that we want to have? Potion and dash, yes. We have the health and stamina. I think I kind of like this over this. I don't want to do this either. I don't want to do that either. This is also an option, but any of these were square, I think it wouldn't work. I like this one the most. Okay. So if we have this, then we have the health bar. Then we have the Can I choose the color? Can I choose the color? No. Okay. Fine. Change you to green. And then we need the stamina, right? So right now this is what we have. I could move the health here. And then stamina here. This can be in the bottom. But we also have all of the buffs that appear. Right? So I could have them appear in the top right going left. Currently, they're in the top left going right. I could just move them here. Or I can move these guys to the right and keep these on the left. Where's the health make the most sense? Hold on, I want to see something. If I look up Hades, where do they have their health? Because I don't remember. Is it just above the head? No, it's in the bottom left. I did not remember where it was. It's the bottom left. It's not on top of the player's head. Bottom left. Well, this is Hades 1. Maybe it's different in Hades 2. So, let's check Hades 2. No, it's the same in Hades 2. Yep. Bottom left. You also do not see the item you chose once you start the run for pickups. It's not a thing anymore. So this one I don't really need. Can I strike through? So I can do this. So then we have the active item, the potion slot, and the dash. What else would we want? Is there anything else we'd want? Because we can think of 4 things, then this at least it doesn't really make sense. You don't need the a visual indicator of that once you get to the run. So Hades does it this way, right? Hades does this, which we can also do. I don't want to copy that from Hades though. A lot of games have it like that's not like copying from Hades. We could have like 3 rectangles on the side. So it would be something like that. Probably not as big. I don't like it as much as this. That's the thing. Like this takes up more screen space. But it's nicer than this, isn't it? Here. But I guess... Okay, well... We have a lot of real estate, though. We do have a lot of real estate to work with. We have the minimap on the top right, also, which I forgot to account for. But the minimap can happen here. You have the health and then above the minimap. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I think we move this back to the left. Health maybe admittable, admit low? You mean here? You want the health here? I'm not thrilled on that. I'm not thrilled on that. I'd rather have it to be on the side. I think on the side looks better. We can of course move it later. Like if we hate it, then we can move it. I think it's too many games have it on the side that I think it feels more natural to have it on the side. We can keep it in the bottom left. If Dark Souls. Did one of the Dark Souls games have only 3 slots? I think of something, another game. Hey Josh, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. We have 3. If it's not above your head, you don't even look at it. In this kind of game, you will have an option above your head as well. This will be an option. You'll be able to turn this on and off if you want it. Irrelevant of this, you'll be able to turn this on and off as a setting. So you'll have an option for this. So don't worry about that. In PoE 1 at least, there's an option for health bars. Yeah. It's definitely much easier because your eye is always looking like around here. Yeah. It makes sense. Right? But you don't want to put this right here because it blocks a lot of the screen and you don't want to do that. Which makes sense. Okay. So we have this. I'm gonna move this to the side because I don't think we can do this. Can do is either something like this or something like this. Or something like this. I don't like that it's sticking out, so... Well... If there are only 3... Do we not even have something like this, but instead just have them here? Like we have them now?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's what we have right now. We just have them here. And if I have more dashes, then I get more dashes. Maybe I do that. honestly. Kind of around pretty much what I had right now. What I'm saying is, I'm the best. I already made the perfect UI, and I don't know why I was doing all this. What are you hugging me for? Don't tell me you disagree. My UI is perfect, is what we've determined. Perfection, as all things should be. Okay. Ads are done. So, so. We could, if these are dashes, I mean, honestly, we'll have up to 4 dashes, I believe. I could put potion here. I mean, honestly, I can combine the two. I would potion here and active item here. And if for whatever reason I have multiple, I can just have it go out. I won't. But it'll be basically like this. Like, if you have multiple dashes, or like this. So it's pretty much what I had before. All right. Dash. HP. Active item. Some of that. I think we do that. Okay. We don't have anything else that we really need to put in. And if we want to, if we wanted to, we could put up the like the meta thing. The meta pickup item, we can put it here. Show you what you have. Like a little, gray thing. Okay, let's do that. Most of this is kept then, as we had it. Most of it is then kept. The only thing that I'm still not loving is the is our stamina for blocking. We added that in, but it's currently the only place it's used. Blocking. So I'm almost tempted later on to make stamina work for blocking and for dashing, like together. And then instead of being able to do, you could do multiple dashes in effect by having the dash originally cost, let's say, 80 stamina to dash, or like 55 stamina to dash, allowing you to do one at a time, or 50 stamina to allow you to have dashes for like 20 stamina, so you can do like multiple at a time, and then it'll take time to recharge. So I might do that later, but that's for later. Okay, for now, let's change, I guess, this. So I want to separate these out into two. And yes, we start with that. So this I need to wrap with a vertical box. And this is all of our, I don't know what to call them. Okay, this horizontal box, we have, don't need two horizontal boxes. You can get rid of that. So inside this vertical box, we have now two horizontal boxes. Bill. Oh. Yes. This vertical box needs to be. What's the size of these? I forget the size. 100? Hold on. Okay, this is no. I need to remember. What's the size of this? Image icon 64. So. Why is this not centered? Why is that not centered? What? Okay. Okay, so it's 74 in height. So this vertical box needs to be oh, we have a size box here. Ah, because it's overriding to be 40. 40 divided by 64 times 74. 46.25. So this should be that. Well, we need 3 icons, so let's do that. And then I can duplicate another one of these and just say, so now we have 3 of these. Okay. The bottom one. So this is the empty one. Empty one should be on top. Oops, put the wrong one. Then we have the health potion. Then we have the grid panel with the dashes. Ah. Okay. Better. Too small. I think they're too small. But they're better. So now if I remove the size box. Oops. If I remove the size box, instead did 64 times 3. Sorry, 74 times 3. That's a better size potion. This needs to be a bigger size. We need to increase this thing. You. Precise. We just change this? Yeah, we change that. Okay. So if I was to give myself now a bunch of dashes. Okay. Okay. Good. I like that it's a little bit bigger. I think it's easier to see. We do want to change, though, the gaps between these. We want to make it so each one of these has gaps, padding. So I can add padding on top, which makes it easiest. If I add like 20 padding, like 10 padding, that means this needs to be up by 30. Okay, maybe the icons are too big. Maybe I made them too big. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's make them 50. 50 is better. 50 is better. I just wrap it here. No, it's going to be the same thing no matter where we're at. But so we don't need the scale box. Pointless. This size box, we go 50 here. And then it's 50 out of 60 times, oh no, 50 out of 64 times 74, 57.8. Oh, maybe I do need the scale box. Oh, okay. I guess I need the scale box. Wonder why. Okay. So then we have each one being 50. So this becomes not 50. This is 50. This we just said is 60. So we go 200. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. For now, we have a dash. Right, if we change it to a stamina-based system, there's a cooldown anyway on it. Yeah, I can't spam it anyway. Yeah, something will need to happen in the dash. We're getting rid of jump. We need to modify the dash. It has been foretold, and so it shall be. Okay. But the main reason why we were doing this was we need I wanted the meta progression item to appear here. So actually we want one more of these. So okay. So we need an item that just displays the active item, and another one that displays the meta progression item. Not meta progression item, but the item that you're picking up, like the currency, whatever it is you're picking up. So we need. I guess it has to be a full cooldown thing, right? It needs this whole system. So I guess I'll just duplicate this, put you in here. This is going to be our active item. Manual trigger. High text. All of this is correct. Yep, we'll go with whatever this icon is. Just so we can see it. Okay. So now, whenever we pick up an active item, we need to update that thing. Also, because I guess we're now working on active items. Yeah, it's like you create an idea. You want to work on X thing, and as you start working on X thing, you hit a roadblock. And the problem is, to get around the roadblock, you could just do like a little bit of a roundabout thing. But for some reason, you have horse blinders on, and what you're seeing, it looks like a T intersection, so you just turn. And start going a different direction. I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun doing it, so I guess it's fine. I guess. Okay. Okay. So, let's go to our active items. So right now, all we have is on begin overlap. We don't want to do it on begin overlap. We want to do on interact. I don't have any interfaces. Let's get an interface going. Interact. Oh, that is not what I meant to add. Interactables. Okay. Interact. So we don't need to cast to it because it's already set up for us. Instead, we can just go bam, bam. Instead of this, you just do this. Only thing is, we're going to make sure this is check the collision. Ignore everything. Interactable block. Let's check. Doesn't do anything. E. New active item, none. Aura. Vulnerability aura. Excellent. Super jump is probably not gonna be a thing anymore. If we have no jump, we probably don't want super jump, because this will just get you out of the map at this point. Also, glider doesn't make sense anymore. Crippling aura works. Vulnerability aura is fine. One of these is that I can't select for some reason. Super jump. Yeah, we don't want super jump anymore. The teleporter also... teleporter could still work. We'll need to rework it. Teleporter could definitely still be a thing. Right. We could still definitely use the teleporter to be a thing. If you want to go back to some place, you can pop a little thing down, do whatever you want, and then whenever you want, you go and teleport back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's working. But now, so we're setting the active item to be cleared. That's good. We also then want to basically set the active item Can I? Yeah, we can set the sprite. Yeah, we can set the sprite to be the picture, I'm pretty sure. So if... what I'm going to do is... promote to variable. Layer reference. Let's make it a little easier here. So then we have the player reference, get game mode reference, get the HUD reference, then we get active item, and then we set icon. Set the icon to be this, and then get sprite. So now, if you look here, and we come here, so yes, it's set. It's not really meant for these because it's quite small there because the image is, but it's working. It's working. I need to can we change these for something else? I need to change these to non-sprites. Well, I guess non-character sprites. Which I guess they're all gonna be, because it's getting sprites. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. We are working with sprites here. Okay, it is what it is. But the active item I do want to change. So let's go to our enums. Active items. We no longer are going to have the glider and the super jump.
Ads are here. Pausing for
Oh.
ads.
Okay. Good. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. One would think I should go to sleep if I'm sleeping. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Also, I finally don't talk about sleep. You should be asleep a long time ago. Why should I not talk about sleep? Nope. You're triggering me. I wouldn't be triggering you if you were asleep. Why is just the idea of sleep disturbing? Is that it? You know? Look, there's worse things. Like the guy that just messaged you. You should check that. You know? You like to sleep? You would love to sleep? Then go to sleep. Can't sleep? So, again, as someone that doesn't have sleep issues, the majority of the time when someone says they can't sleep and then they describe what they're doing, they're never describing that they lie in bed, eyes closed, and try to sleep. No one ever says that. They're like, I'm on the phone or I'm on the laptop because I can't fall. No. You're not trying. Try by being in bed, lights off. Sounds so offensive when you talk like that. Just go to sleep. Like, go to bed. Like, physically go to bed. Don't touch anything. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I'm not saying like, yeah, this is it. People are all idiots. If only they did this one trick, they would immediately fall asleep. Again, I said that as someone that doesn't have sleep issues. Whenever I hear people who have trouble sleeping, they're always saying that they're like watching this. Like, don't. Try just laying in bed. Is insomnia not a thing? Are people faking? You heard me, Guts. I just told you that's not what I think. You lay in your bed for 5 hours without your phone and you can't sleep? Well, then you tried. Fair enough. Have you tried like exercising and like getting really tired or something? Run around the block like 10 times. You heard me when you said just go. How? I don't know why you would take that personally. What? That's not on me. I don't take any responsibility on that one. Sorry. Okay, so Sprite is working. Or yeah. That's working. Also, I just realized this is a paper sprite object reference. This is an image, but I guess it works because it works. Okay, cool. So saying the icon works now. It sets the active item. Yeah, we're going to fix all this now. Okay, this is no longer a thing. Glider is no longer a thing. Say glider, gravity scale. Active items. Where's the glider thing? Motion? There it is. Got him. Gone. Closes everything, of course. So 4 hours a day from 8 to 12. When you go to the gym and train for around 3 hours. Can't sleep. Can't help you then. I tried. I gave options. If you already tried the options, then I'm out of options. I do not know. Yeah, my mom has trouble sleeping. I tell her to get medication. She refuses. But I don't have this problem, so I've besides telling you to go to sleep or just get yourself really tired and then go to sleep. That's all I got. Genuinely, that's all I got. Like the only time I have trouble sleeping is when I'm just not tired. Like if I just, had like a big meal with like way too late. Or I'm like really anxious about something. Like that's happening the next day. And like a big event, or you do some big thing and it could go badly, then I'll have trouble like falling asleep immediately. I'll still fall asleep. Teleporter will not check this anymore. No point to. So this is all good. The only thing is I need to. I wish is there any way to like do a double click? What I don't want happening is someone to accidentally. Right. If I have a teleporter, because it's on Q right now, if I accidentally press Q, I'll just teleport back. Maybe I didn't want to teleport back. I'll probably change something about it later. Like maybe have a hold. Maybe I'll have like a shift hold and a regular hold. We'll see. One of the side effects of your current medication is insomnia. Well, is there other medication you can take that doesn't give you insomnia? It's a pretty bad side effect. I don't know what the I don't know what the side effects are for other things, to be fair. But it doesn't seem like it's the side effect's very good for you. Okay, so we have. I guess it's working now, right? So we have this. So this icon, when I select it, changes. And now we're good. We do this, and we come here, pick a different one. Now it's lying down one. Obviously, the icon is super tiny. Oh, but also. None of these have cooldowns right now. So, I need to have Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. So now it's just going. Good. Okay. Some of the other medications have a decreased libido as a side effect. But what if you don't get that side effect? Right? Is it possible? They're all possible side effects. Right? You're not guaranteed to get all the side effects. I'm just saying that maybe you try a different one. Right? And then purely as a test to see if it was the medication giving you insomnia or it was something else. And then you can make an educated decision which one you want to use. But at least then you'll know if you have insomnia just naturally or the medication side effect is giving you insomnia, which I feel is valuable information. Get a medication for sleep and hopefully you won't need a third medication for the second side effect. 1 year later. So Guts, how's that 20th side effect from your 19th medicine? As you continue to, right? And that's what I would do personally. I'm not saying like that's a good idea or a bad idea, because I don't know, but I would try to rule out whether or not, assuming that you said your medicine side effect is insomnia, whether or not it is specifically the medication is giving you insomnia, or it's like you're naturally have insomnia. Because if you naturally have insomnia, yes, you should get that, treated. But if it's just a side effect of the medicine, then you're like, okay, let's not take that medicine. Let's try a different medicine. So, well, best of luck either way. Thank you for the medical advice. This was not medical advice. No. No. This was not medical advice. This was just advice on how to narrow down your problem. ain't nothing medical about it. Okay. We're good here now. So we want another one of these, I guess. I can put it here. This is going to be our meta item or meta pickup item. Let's find something to grab here as a picture. Sure. We'll use this cat. This rainbow cat. I don't know why. But yeah, that's fine. We have it, so we will use it. So now we basically need to create. I just duplicate my active items. My active item setup, more or less. For the meta progression items. Or yeah, I'll probably make a separate setup for the meta progression items versus active items. So I don't. It'll be better to have two separate ones than to have one with both of them together. And wait a second, did I? Oh no, I started here. For a second there, I thought I moved from here to here, and the thing only just ran out. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. So These active items. Do I have a pickup section? I do. I should go on pickups. There we go. So now, my blueprints. You don't need all of that. Ice wand you, duplicate you. So this is going to be meta item or meta pickup item. Terrible name. Doesn't matter. So we have this. Card drop. Am I using this? Yes. Okay, just making sure that I'm still using all these. Okay. So we have this. Why is Emax the default here? Go back to active items. You. Done. Is the default thing. You. I don't know what Emax is. Okay, this meta pickup item. Meta pickup item, first of all. Second of all, instead of active item, we want. I wish when it's an enum, I want to navigate to the location of the enum. Like I'd like to just navigate to it from here somehow. If you guys find a way of doing that, that'd be amazing. Like I know where it is. That's not the problem. I just want a one button. You know. Coming over. So these are they're not pickups. What are they called? Currency? Good enough. Okay, so now we have you. You get a change to meta pickup items. Change variable. So now if I do a select here, now we get great stuff. Excellent. Okay, so now let's pick some new things here. Go for first. Second. So now we have all of those. Here, we don't want to clear the active item. What we do want to do is... I don't want to do this either. So what we want to do is set the item we have. So we need to store that. And we just store that in the save game proper. Not in the instance, not in the same game instance, because we want to make sure that we keep this option we have selected between like saves and loads. Okay. What is the HS? I don't remember what HS is. Okay, so we need a new thing here, and this is going to be our selected meta item pickup. Yes. Okay, so when we do save variables, save it. We get the meta variables. Turn it here. Yeah. And in game mode. I think it's in here. Yeah, get meta variables. Here it is. I want to save this to a variable. Yeah. We can just save it as is. And here, save game, we want to load it. And save it back over. Excellent. Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Question, are material layers performance similar to those of base materials, but are also dependent on complexity? Yes and no. A material layer system will be very slightly more expensive in terms of performance. It's such a low number that I've never had that be the problem to say anything. Personally. I'm sure on an absolutely large scale, like AAA project, yeah. Maybe. But the amount of flexibility it provides, I feel like, is worth it. Because you have infinite resolution by setting up like tileable textures and stuff. Alpha 7 is fine. I mean, obviously, the more layers you put on is the more expensive it gets, right? But that's not any different than if you were to set that up without the layer stuff in a material, right? It would be more expensive when you added all those things, right? There's a very slight extra cost to it being a layer over not a layer. There's ways to mitigate some of the costs by like making it so you don't blend, for example, things you don't need, and only just like you can create it so there's an on-off switch. So if you don't want to blend specularity, you'll just, instead of doing all the math to like blend it, you'll just say, hey, just use the bottom layer's specularity and just push it through, and that will save you some computation. Are the material layer instances can be used in the same draw call or something? No, so material layer instances are a workflow thing more so than a performance thing. I learned about it recently as well. Because back in the day, everyone's like, yeah, material layer instances, you go material instances because they're cheaper for performance. I don't know when that changed. But looking at it just recently, yeah, material instances are more a workflow thing these days than anything else. But it's a damn useful workflow thing. Everyone, if you look at the comments on my latest video, everyone's like talking about using texture atlases, basically. It's like, don't use material instances, just use texture atlases. I don't know why. Because it's very much dependent on your use case, like what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it. Because obviously, texture atlases require you to load a lot more textures. And if you don't even need textures, then maybe just using colors, right? Then material instances. So it depends what you're doing. Yeah. I don't know. I've never tested this. You probably cannot do what's it called? Actually, I'm almost certain you cannot do custom primitive data with a layered setup. Mostly because you cannot change the indexes of the custom primitive data. That's all. So you'll control multiple layers at the same time, basically, because of it. So some guy from Material Talk, I think it was this some studio basically praising material layers coming to Unreal and how it was the industry standard for games. No, I love material layers. Material layers is how I work personally. So, material layers are how I texture everything. As they're about to start, I'll do a big explanation of why I personally love material layers and use them for everything. They are slightly more expensive, but I think the end result is worth it, because the resolution you gain from a layered setup in a modular layered setup is insane. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. It just says ad starting soon, so okay, I'll get into like the. I hate it when Twitch is like, yeah, ad starting soon. I'm not gonna tell you when. Soon, TM. Because there you go. There you go.
Pausing for ads.
The worst. You cannot snooze, and you can't even tell it to just run. They're grayed out. You just soon. There they go. Yeah, I'll explain my whole workflow afterwards. Because keep in mind, I work in virtual production, which is slightly different. than like full-on AAA games. Originally was supposed to finish your river landscape material integration day, and instead went down the rabbit hole of anti-aliasing and why X version is bad. He ended up doing material layers randomly. Hey, did you have fun? Yes, that's all that matters. Right? I ended up doing some UI stuff today and redoing some UI stuff because I needed like that. Everything connects, right? You gotta do everything together. Yes, you had fun. That's not the point of goddamn. No, that is the point. That's all that matters. If you had fun, it's your own personal project. So the only thing that matters, that should matter, is did you have fun? Yes, that's it. You can derail yourself 100,000 million times, but as long as you had fun and you're happy, you know, I think time well spent. You can't even pass an ADHD test? Man, you can up your scores. Okay, so... I guess I can do this. There we go. Okay. So, material layers in Unreal, I absolutely love, and I use them all the time. And I use them very modularly because they're absolutely amazing for texturing environments, specifically hard surface environments. Obviously, I would not use this for a character. Not obviously, but like you can also use it for characters and stuff. But the main purpose is, as an environment person, I love it for environments because it's extremely modular. Because basically you have like a multi-layered system. Let's say you have your background, let's say, is just dirt, right? On top of that, you have some grass. On top of that, I don't know, you can have some sand that was spilled on top of the grass. You know, let's just go with that. You have a basic some dirt, and the plan was that you wanted to have grass growing on top of some parts, and then some kid put sand on top, or snow. Yeah, we could do snow. There's some snow on top of the grass. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, cool. The beauty of this... The beauty of this layered system is all three of these, like this, and this, can all be tileable textures now. So the dirt is a tileable texture, the grass is a tileable texture, and the snow is a tileable texture. And what does that mean? That means you could put all three of these on everything in the world if you wanted to. And as far as Unreal is concerned, it is very happy because it's only using 3 textures. Obviously, in this scenario, it would be 3 base colors, right? No normal, etc. Of course, if you include everything else as needed. But it's very happy. You're not using a custom thing for this rock, and this rock, and this rock, and this rock. You're using just one layered setup with tiling. Assuming your mip maps... Oh, sorry. Assuming your textile density is the same, then you're good. And if it's not, you could use something like custom primitive data to just tile your UVs accordingly. Just use custom primitive data and tile your UVs. Oh wait, for layered you can't do custom primitive data. You could do you use dynamic material instance, not as great. Yeah, use yeah. use consistent textile density, and then everyone's happy. Because then, cool, everything is consistent. And then in your material, you can have it scale based on this, or tile based on the size of the object. So if you tile it 5 times bigger, it will, if you scale the object 5 times bigger, it will scale it 5 times bigger. Obviously, a 2D texture and a 3D space, if you scale it just along one axis, it will not tile it, equally, so it will stretch a little bit. You just have to keep that in mind. But you'll get stretching anyway if you were to bake it onto the texture. So, cool. You now have infinite resolution because you just tile it more if you need to, and you can break things up. How do you break things up? So many different ways. So, in the material layer blend, right, you can do procedural breakups, like noises. Or, Fresnel. What else? You can do directional stuff. You do all sorts of procedural stuff. You can also do vertex paint based blending. Yeah, you could also use distance field. So many options. You don't even need to have a texture here. So you can blend all of these procedurally without ever needing more things. So also, you can create an entire environment of dirt, grass, and snow procedurally that is consistent in resolution, that looks unique using just this combination of stuff. And then if you want to, you can use RGBA masks to add more variety. More variety and control. But the thing is, this mask does not need to be now super high res. Instead of having a 4K map, you might be able to get away with a 256 or a 512 map, where normally you would need maybe a 4K. Why? Because you're just adding breakup and variations, the main details coming from your tileable textures. All that detail, you just need to tell it where to go. And if you combine this RGB mask with a vertex paint, then you're good. And keep in mind, you don't need to have vertex paint be actually on the vertices and you paint each vertex. You can use it, and the way I like to use it in hard surface is as ID masks, basically. So what I mean is, let's say you have a table with legs. The table, the top is wood, the legs are metal, and let's say one kind of metal, and then it has little feet with rubber feet. We have rubber. Most likely, you don't have those things welded together, because a lot of times when you build something in hard surface, you don't merge the vertices on something that's physically separated, right? You can, of course, but the way I work is if it's physically separated pieces, I don't weld the vertices on it. So I'll just select the top and say, okay, that's the base. So the base is black. Then I select the metal legs. The metal legs become the red channel, and the little rubber feet become the green channel in the vertex paint. So the entire little feet, full green, full red for the legs, full black for the base. So now, all of a sudden, I can be like, okay, cool. I now have all my stuff masked. I'm good. So now, for example, instead of snow, grass, dirt, I can have 3 different materials. I can have wood, metal, and rubber. And all of a sudden, I can just texture every single thing in the world that has wood, metal, and rubber, assuming that I mask all of my metal always with the red channel and all of my rubber always with the green channel, I just put the same material on everything. And if the textile density is the same, that's all going to work perfectly. Now, nothing about that is like screams specifically you have to use a material layer. It is just very easy to control that if I want a slight variation of something or I want to control something a little bit differently, I just need to replace the one layer of that setup instead of replacing everything and creating new material from complete scratch. I just need to replace that base thing. So I just really preferred. So yeah, that's kind of that's why I really enjoy material layers and specifically environments, mostly hard surface environments, right? Obviously, if you're doing something extremely organic or extremely complex, then it is. I am basically recreating Substance Painter layer system that you were going to do in Substance Painter, but I'm just doing it in Unreal. Now, this is not cheaper than just painting it in Substance and bringing in the textures. It does save you on texture memory, but it's you save a lot of texture memory because you don't get a unique, texture like per object. Of course, you can create texture atlases if you're doing it that way and things of that nature, right? But that's a whole thing. But the main thing it gives you is control. You have a lot of control and variation you can just quickly do and create. So I really like it. Is it the best and perfect way for every scenario? Everyone should always use it? No. There are scenarios where you're not going to want to do it. But for my use case, this is my go-to. You also learned today that channel selector node exists. Holy? What do you mean? Yeah, you can select by channel. Absolutely. You can select channel or channel mask. Yep. It's cheaper you don't have to buy Adobe's product. True. We're using the same texture trees and GPU. Yep. That's why I like using tileable texture. Also, if you're thinking, well, how do you get like the grunge detail and all of that stuff on top? Like, especially on a large environment, I use decals. I get my, like, the baseline, like the nice desk. And then if I want to get like grunge on it, I throw decals of grunge on it. And things of that nature. And the beauty of those is I can just, again, put it everywhere. So I have, like, 3 to 5 grunge variations for what I'm doing. And then I just use them all over the place. And again, saving myself texture memory. Tons of it. So, again, is it the one way to do things? No. Do I enjoy it and it works for me really well? Yep. And that's, I think that's the important part. All your homies hate Adobe. I don't use Adobe anymore. Ever since I got this computer, I have no Adobe. I don't have Autodesk either. I use Adobe and Autodesk at work. But I don't do it at home. If you're wondering, I use Affinity Photo at home. I don't use Photoshop even. You got through with a new job starting February 3rd? Nice, congrats. Wait, wait. Now you get to work oh no. Does the new job not pay well enough that you still need 2 jobs? Or do you want 2 jobs? That doesn't sound good. When you're like, you need 2 jobs? One you hate and one that will bring in more? Why don't you just keep the one you brings in more? Because it brings you more and you don't hate it. So the old job does not pay a lot, not compared to 2. Yeah, so drop the old job, just take the new job. No, unless you need even more money, I guess. If someone says painter and designer was a one-time purchase, I think I purchased a one-time purchase, but you were supposed to do something to convert it when it went to Adobe. I don't think I did that. So I don't know. I don't think I have it. The old stuff, like back when it was like substance. You need the money for now? Yeah, I get it. Right now in this economy, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I change this. Oh, I didn't compile. That's what it was. There it is. Okay, we'll need to continue this next time. Time to sacrifice freedom. Time to legally acquire substance. Yeah. Yeah. If you do want to do like hand painted stuff, if your use for substance is hand painting, Blender has a substance like plugin that's free that you might want to look into. If your use for substance is anything else, then yes, substance. But I just want to point out that one use case. That if you're using it for like campaign stuff, you want to use, you know. You did see an AI gen texture generator some time ago, but you don't know, that was tileable. But did it get you really what you wanted? I saw one of those a while back, but it was not good. Like the 3D model ones are right now are also not good. People are make videos like, oh my god, look at the 3D like AI generated models. Go from image to 3D. It's not usable. You still need a skilled person to clean that up and make it actually usable. You buy substance on Steam, it's much cheaper, and it's a one-time purchase. You buy the current year version, and that's that. Oh, really, Guts? That's cool too. That's cool. I appreciate that. What? Yeah, that's really nice. Hey, Hyperns. Yeah. UQPent. You. Yeah, that one. UQPate or whatever. How you pronounce that? Yeah. That's the one I remember seeing on YouTube. It sounds correct. You bought Designer in 2024. Had one minor update, so it was basically the same as 25. Yeah, nice. You get a new job, money end of February, so we'll see. Well, yeah, I guess yeah. If you're getting the job on beginning of February, yeah, end of February. I haven't been paid for this year still. Today I finally filled up my contract, my new contract for my Canadian contract now, which is weird. Technically a slight decrease in money because due to current conversion rate, but if the Canadian dollar ever really recovers, then it'll be good. If it keeps dipping, then I'm like, oh, I could have more. Hopefully it recovers now. Now I want it to recover. Now that I've like set my number in, locked my number in. But also I couldn't freaking set up my bank. It wouldn't take my bank info. I'm like, how do I get paid? How do I get paid? wait, you might, yeah, on the 10th of January, like last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, whatever that was, I got permanent residency in Canada. I'm now a permanent resident. I'm no longer here on a work permit. I am permanent resident. Yay! Which means I can, legally work here. And since my company has a US and a Canadian branch location, I don't know. Basically, my contract is just moves over to the Canadian side. So because all this time, I started working in July of last year, I've been getting double taxed. I've been getting taxed in the US and in Canada. So, yeah. I'm even with a slight downgrade in terms of my conversion rate being locked in, not being double taxed. I basically go from like over 45% tax of my income to like 35% tax of my income, which is gonna be huge. Might ask me some questions another time about migration. Might message you on Discord or something. I mean, feel free. I can't help that much. It was a pain in the ass, though. Jesus Christ! It took nearly a year from like when I started to when it finally went through. Dear God! And now I'm waiting for my actual PR card. Be nice to have. You need to fix your sleep schedule for your new job? Yeah, do it. Fix your sleep schedule. But yeah, I'm also going to be going to sleep soon. I also got to work in the morning. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. Yeah, back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific. Don't say the S word. Sleep? Is that the S word? Is the S word sleep? Sex. No, don't mention sex. The S word. Try to sleep, good guts. Try to sleep for me. Have a good night, guys. Get some rest. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.